Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pager, here once again with another video on the Elseworlds crossover because, man, it's Flash Season 5, Arrow Season 7, Supergirl Season 4, but man, they released... Well, they didn't even release because it didn't go out, like, it wasn't released by the CW Online or anything like that. At the end of tonight's Supergirl episode, I was expecting maybe like a tease for, when Supergirl comes back, but no, that's not what happened. Something came out. A massive sneak peek scene for next week's crossover, and I'm just not even going to talk anymore. Let's just watch it.
You failed. Why are you doing this? You did this to yourself. And now, all of you will perish.
So, yeah, as I said, that was the end scene to Supergirl's episode tonight. You wouldn't even think it. You'd think it's almost like the beginning, the beginning scene of next week's crossover. But essentially, you saw it. It looks insane, it looks awesome. But we go to Earth 90, which obviously raises some concerns because, I think in season 2 they said there was infinite Earths, so this would line up with that. But then in like season 3 and 4, they made it that there was only 52 Earths, actually 53 if you include Earth X. But now we're back to having 90 Earths or more, most likely. So who knows what they're doing? They keep retconning and changing how many Earths there actually are in the multiverse. So yeah, it's changed again. Essentially, there is destruction everywhere. Heroes are all dead, all supposedly dead. You have to think they're dead. I think they're trying to represent death among these heroes. There's heaps of them all over the ground. I wouldn't be able to name all of them. I did see Firestorm. Pretty sure I saw Stargirl. I think you might have seen Green Arrow. It was hard to tell because it was like on a weird angle. And you also see the helmets of Hawkgirl and the Ray. I know you see those helmets. There was many more heroes on the ground, but it was hard to tell because it was dark. And also they were in weird angles, so it was, hard to be, 100% sure who was laying on the ground. But Firestorm, Stargirl, and the helmets of Hawkgirl and the Ray were definitely on the ground. And as I said, heaps more, it's just hard to identify. But if you were able to pick out any that you saw on the ground that I've missed on, let me know in the comment section down below because I'm curious. Because I'm not 100% sure if they're going to re-show this scene next week in the crossover. I think they will. But just, just a chance that they might not. This is just a tease for people that watch Supergirl. Then we might not get it. But I guess it opens up another door to whether we're going to get teasers for the crossover at the end of Arrow and at the end of Flash. So be sure to watch those episodes live tomorrow and the day after, just so you get the first look at those scenes if they do choose to show them at the end of the episodes. But essentially, there's one hero that is still alive that we know of, and that is the 90s Flash. He's still alive. Barely by the looks of it, or at least he's fairly injured. He's crawling towards the book that we have seen in various promo images and trailers, and that we now know from like a couple of weeks ago that the Monitor is the one that brings it in and basically gives it to Dr. Destiny or Dr. John Deegan on Earth 1 and does a whole reality change on Earth 1. Obviously, we don't necessarily know specifically if it just allows a person to change reality or allows them just to do different things and stuff like that. I'm sure they'll clarify in the crossover. But we do see the Monitor approach it, and he's very imposing. I think the actor's LaMonica Garrett. He is a very imposing figure, and I think he fits the character of the Monitor very well. But essentially, the Monitor says to the Flash that he has failed, which I think is obvious. I mean, his Earth's on fire and looks like it's about to blow up or something. But the Monitor also says that they did this to themselves, and now all of them will perish. And I guess the big question is, why? Why did they do this to themselves, and why are they going to perish? Now, my thoughts around this, and let me know what you think of this in the comments, because it's just a theory, but it lines up to what I think they might be going for. The Monitor might be testing different Earths and their heroes to see if they can stop the threat presented to them, to see if they are worthy. So we know on Earth 1 and you know, what we're getting in the Elseworlds crossover with, like, you know, what they're dealing with, it's most likely the black suit Superman. That's who they're going to have to take down. That's the threat that the Monitor is presenting to them. Is like, yo, take them down, you're worthy. So I guess the big question is whether the people on Earth 90 had to take down like black suit Superman, or it was just like a evil or like overpowered version of one of the heroes already on their Earth, or maybe it was like a galactical or interstellar or intergalactic threat that they had to take down, because whatever it was, it did a lot of damage and killed a lot of people, and the Flash just seemed to, you know, just survive. So what this could be, it's almost like a hardcore, you know, version of Trials, you know, like sport trials and stuff, but this is like for a mission to go up against potentially the Anti-Monitor, who is the brother of the Monitor. But the Monitor in the comics isn't a villain, and I think they're trying to make us think that he's a villain in this crossover for Elseworlds, but I think he's just, you know, going about stuff in a very hard way, because what it is like, he might be doing some stuff that seems bad, but what he's doing is trying to prevent a bigger threat. So he might be doing some stuff that people might go, hey, that's a bit dodgy, like destroying some Earths here, or at least leading to the destruction of some Earths. But if he doesn't do that and get some people together and figure out who is worthy and who's powerful enough to maybe join a team of his, the Anti-Monitor will just destroy everything. So maybe, you know, sacrificing a few Earths here and there is better if the entire multiverse can survive itself. So that could be what's going on here, and they definitely do suggest that in this like little sneak peek scene. Like, not 100%, but you can definitely put some pieces together and figure out maybe that's what the Monitor's getting at. But we do see the 90s Flash run away. Now, he's most likely running to other Earths to assist them, or just figure out which one's next. Now, it might take him a while to figure out that Earth 1 is the Monitor's next target. So we know that he's appearing in the Arrow episode, I think it is, this 90s Flash. So it might take him a while to like bounce around Earths to actually figure out where the Monitor was and where reality has changed and all of that. Now, some people have been asking about the 90s Flash, whether he is Barry Allen or he's another Flash. I'm guessing he's just going to be Barry Allen, but older, because on the 90s show, he was Barry Allen, so I don't know why they would change that, but I have to wait and see, I guess. But I'd assume he's just going to be Barry Allen, but older. Yeah, but overall, like, this scene, I wasn't expecting at the end of Supergirl. Like, I was expecting them to do some, like, thing for when Supergirl comes back at the end of January, and I was like, okay, well, let's just see what it is. I wasn't really paying attention. I just saw everything was on fire, and then Earth 90 showed up, and my hype levels just went from about 2 for what I was about to watch on Supergirl to about a goddamn 12.5 out of 10, because, man, this was such a good thing to show, and I really, 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 really am hoping that they do show something like this on Flash, or on Arrow tomorrow, and then Flash the day after. We might not, because I think Supergirl maybe had the groundwork to do it, while maybe Arrow might be able to do it. I don't know if Flash will be able to do it, but Flash should do it, because they're the last episode before the actual crossover starts. So maybe at the end of Flash, they might show Dr. Deegan in Arkham, maybe getting the book. Maybe that's what's could happen. That's what could happen there. Sorry, and then he does whatever mumbo jumbo spell, like Alakazam, Shazam, ba-bam, ba-bam. And then that's where the crossover ends or something. Oh, that's where that episode ends. And then we pick up next week with the crossover and everything's changed. Because Stephen Amell did say that the opening scene for this crossover is Oliver waking up in Barry's bed and having pancakes with Iris. He said that's the opening scene. There's no context behind that scene when we start off. So it'd be good if maybe Arrow or Flash this week had a scene with Dr. Deegan, you know, with that book and, you know, casting the reality change spell on both Barry and Oliver. So that'd be cool to see if they're going to do sneak peek scenes or little, you know, end scenes for all the episodes leading into the crossover. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. I was incredibly excited when I saw this scene, so I'm sure a lot of you guys are, you know, quite excited to see it as well. And yeah, so leave your opinions in the comment section down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Hopefully, we get some, you know, sneak peek scenes, as I was saying, in Arrow tomorrow, and then hopefully Flash as well, or at least one of those episodes has a sneak peek scene. But that's for, you know, us to wait and find out. But I can't wait, and this was just awesome to see. But yeah, guys, until the next video, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.